Welcome to another episode of Journey into Fantasy. I am your host. Unfortunately, the other host, Marin, isn't here. He's too busy teaming up with Danny Trejo, but I am joined by Gus Bus 246, also known as Gustavo Bussington.
Yo, pleasure to be here.
And today we will be talking about a lot of the upcoming MCU projects, and it's going to be a fun one as we'll be talking about some possible rumors around it, which may involve some spoilers, so you've been warned. Spoiler warning, you are warned.
Yeah, now it's all up to you if you want to listen still, which you should.
So
start us off.
First thing first, there are a lot of confirmed movies to be in works, and there are a lot of rumored movies to be in works. But right now, let's talk about the MCU films that have actual release dates. Starting off with the next MCU film that's coming out during the summer, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, man. I did a trailer reaction to that. Oh, my gosh. That is exciting. Just to see finally Ryan Reynolds, after what feels like years of just bothering and nagging and begging, probably just absolutely annoying Hugh Jackman until he finally said, all right, I'll come back. And the fact that he has the suit. Oh, man. Finally, after years. Like, they teased at the end of, I forget what Wolverine movie, they teased him having a suit. But the fact that we finally get to see him in it, I'm so excited.
In the end of the Wolverine, the one that of him in Japan, teased the suit, but that was an alternate ending.
Right. I remember that, because it was like in a box, and they opened it up, and it was like the mask and all that.
What is so cool, though, is that we are finally going to see Hugh Jackman in the suit. Like, that is really the most awesome part, because for years, fans have been wanting to see Hugh Jackman wearing that suit. But we always thought he was just going to be stuck in a tank top and jeans. Yeah.
Right. It's a wife beater jeans.
Now that we're getting that, it is just awesome.
I'm wondering, what sort of, what are they called? Not the real selves, the variants. I wonder what sort of variant they're going to make Wolverine.
Okay, of the Marvel character Pats, it is rumored that, it's the same character as Wolverine's, as he went by another Wolverine with an eye patch.
Remind me who Pats is.
Suit, pretty much. So he's like he runs this nightclub in Madripoor, I believe it's called. And we do see a brief glimpse of him in the Deadpool 3 trailer, but it is unknown if it's going to be Hugh Jackman as that variant, as there were rumors of Daniel Radcliffe and the guy who plays Exy in Kingsman playing variants.
That'd be weird.
It would.
To see them as Wolverine. At least Daniel Radcliffe. I could see. Perrin. I don't know his actual name.
I don't know how to say his last name, but it's
Kingsman.
Perrin, yeah.
Perrin.
R.
With a P or a T?
Tarron, I think.
What?
Yeah. I believe.
With a T. Taryn.
Butchering it. Oh, well. My bad.
Name?
Butchering the name.
Butchering? Can I say my thoughts?
Yeah, of course.
So, my thoughts are, you remember the end of Captain Marvel? No, I'm sorry, not Captain Marvel. The Marvels. Yes. You know how? Oh, remind me her name. Echo? No, not Echo.
Monica.
Monica. What's her character's name?
They didn't reveal it in the film.
I thought they already had a name for her though.
It's
in the comics and stuff.
In the promotional stuff.
Yeah.
He was going by Proton. But
Proton.
In the film, they didn't reveal the name, but in the comics, she was actually briefly known as Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Before she changed it to Spectrum and Proton. She had.
I think it's Spectrum that I knew the most. Anyways, her.
Right.
So you know how she goes into a different universe? She wakes up in the hospital where her mom in that universe is Captain Marvel. And you see Beast, and you see them inside X-Men Manor, or what do they call it?
The X-Mansion.
The X-Mansion. I'm thinking we're going to that universe.
I can see it.
Where Wolverine is in that universe. Deadpool somehow gets sucked up. In the trailer, they talked about the Time Variant Agency, or whatever it's called,
right,
the TVA.
The TVA.
He gets sucked in there, and I think he finds a way to escape and escape into a different universe where that universe is in there.
I feel like we will see Deadpool kind of like universe hopping, because there are rumors there are rumors because in the trailer we saw him in the void, where like pretty much the end of time, where the He Who Remains was hidden.
Was it there, or was it the island where they just whenever they made people disappear? What do they call it?
The void.
No. Whenever they hit someone with a stick and they got sent to that place.
They got sent to the void.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Right. So, like, there are rumors that because we obviously in the trailer we see Deadpool there, but yet there has been rumors we might see Deadpool in several other universes, from the universe that we saw in Multiverse of Madness, where Wanda killed the Illuminati.
Ooh.
That universe has been heavily rumored, but I do agree with Gus. I do think we could see the universe where we saw Monica get sucked into, pretty much.
Do you think that they'll team up to try to get back to the main universe? That would be like a weird, like I wouldn't expect it.
Right.
It would just be so bizarre and out there, but it makes sense for Deadpool.
Yeah, it does. Like, because it was funny in the trailer, like, when we saw, like, Deadpool seeing, like, the monitors or pretty much all the MCU films playing, and when he sees Captain America, he is saluting. That is very much Deadpool-like, but I feel like Deadpool will be trying to get into the main MCU.
He has to, man. How is the love relationship between Spider-Man and Deadpool going to form?
I don't see. I cannot see that with Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Really? Is it because he's too young?
I can see that with Andrew Garfield's, because back in, I think,
oh my goodness,
2017, at the Golden Globes, when like it was Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Gosling pretty much nominated for like the same award, and Andrew Garfield was joking with Ryan Reynolds like, "Hey, if you win, instead of your wife, kiss me instead."
Oh yeah, they actually kissed. I forgot about that.
Because Ryan Reynolds lost. And Andrew was like, "We can still kiss." So they did.
I totally forgot about that, yo. No, oh my gosh.
What's funny, it's in the background. Like, the camera's focusing on Ryan Gosling, and all of a sudden you see those two kissing.
I totally forgot about that. I also have to point out, or just say, that I watched the last episode y'all did with Madam Web. Oh my gosh. The fact that you brought up Andrew Garfield again, I just hear Marion in my head be like, "Enough with Andrew Garfield," or whatever he just yelled in the middle of that podcast. That had me crying, laughing. He was like, "We get it, you like him." I don't remember exactly what he said, but that just popped up in my head in the middle of the episode. Oh man, you are obsessed with him, man.
He's the best.
He's number 3, but I get what you mean. Okay. But yes, definitely excited about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Right. As it does seem, we will be seeing some familiar faces from the Fox universe, from like some of the original X-Men villains to Jennifer Gardner's Elektra. As she is confirmed.
She is?
And there are rumors. There are rumors of some of the original Fantastic Four being in it.
No.
Yes.
No way Captain America, right? No way. Or Chris Evans.
It would be hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Fun fact, for the original version of Deadpool 2, like they had planned a scene where it's like Chris Evans, Human Torch, was auditioning for X-Force.
Oh
like
my
he
gosh.
would get one up by the 2015 Fantastic Four team.
Yo, I've been wanting that ever since I saw him in the first Captain America movie. Just like somehow, some way, Human Torch and Captain America are just in the scene together. And just see how that interaction goes.
That would be super hilarious.
They would definitely have to like CGI the fuck out of it just to make it make sense, because Chris Evans is huge now compared to how he used to look. I mean, he was so big, but like he wasn't as big as he was for Captain America. No way.
Yeah. He usually gets big for the Captain America, then like in between like the Marvel films, he does lose a lot of that muscle gain. But yeah, he gains a lot of it back up when filming's about to get ready.
Right. And speaking of Captain America, the next film that's confirmed is Captain America: Brave New World.
Yes, with Sam Wilson returning as Captain America.
Yeah.
That releases February 14th, 2025, so you could take your Valentine's Day date to watch that.
My wife, being as done with any superhero movies as she is now, I definitely probably will go by myself on Valentine's Day to go see that movie. Yeah, you heard of Valentine's Day? It's called Broentine's?
Something like that.
Whatever.
Right.
What so exactly is supposed to be taking place here? Like, I have zero clue what's supposed to be going on here.
So it's rumored that pretty much remember, Harrison Ford has been confirmed to play General
Red Hulk.
Thunderbolt Ross. Uh-huh. And it is rumored, and it does seem to be likely true, that he will be turning into the Red Hulk.
I am so excited for that. Especially since I just watched...
film.
Yeah. Especially since I just watched the last Indiana Jones movie this past week. I hadn't seen it until it popped up on Disney Plus for me. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was on here. I watched it. Dude, Harrison Ford old is weird.
Yeah.
I've been watching so many movies of him. It's weird to see him
But he's still kick-ass.
He's still kick-ass. Oh my gosh.
There has been a lot of reshoots or replanning going on at the moment. This is why it got delayed to almost a year. Mm-hmm. So it was originally supposed to involve the Serpent Society, but it seems like they're going to get cut from the film.
What's the Serpent Society?
In the comics, they're like this snake type group, humanoid snake type group.
Oh, interesting.
I remember seeing them in Avengers cartoon.
Okay. Well, I don't like snakes, so I'm glad they're not in there. Supposedly, nothing confirmed.
And apparently they're gonna make it more action packed and all that, which I hope it turns out good. I hope it turns out good. You know, I want to see more Sam Wilson as Captain America.
I want to see Bucky lose his arm again. Just randomly.
Who knows if Bucky will even be in this film, because
that's true.
Remember, he's going to be in Thunderbolts. So there are rumors that he might have a cameo in this film to set up for Thunderbolts. But personally, I do not know. We will have to wait and see what all happens.
That's the next movie that's supposed to come out. It's Thunderbolts, May 3rd, 2025.
Right after Captain America Brave New World, as there has been rumors lately around that, because recently, I believe was at one of the Dune premieres, Florence Pugh, who plays Yelena, she confirmed that filming just started, and a lot of scoopers out there are saying that she is the main lead for the film.
No, she's returning as her character, Natasha's sister. I forget her name.
Yeah, Yelena.
Oh, Yelena. Right. And that Bucky's supposed to be a part of that as well, right?
Yes, Bucky is a part of it, but it is being said that he is not going to have a big role, which a lot of fans are are kind of scared about that.
You think because he's in between Captain America and Thunderbolts?
Who knows? But the Thunderbolts team, it is said to be revolving around Yelena, Bucky, Red Guardian, U.S. Agent.
Oh my gosh.
And Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, you already know that Red Guardian and Secret Agent, what do you call him?
U.S. Agent?
U.S. Agent? Oh my gosh. I can just already see them just fighting each other.
I feel like they will be hilarious together. I feel like that'll be like the buddy cop duo we never knew we needed.
Right. I'm gonna love it.
But Sentry has been said to be part of the film, and originally he was supposed to be played by Steven Yeun, who is Glenn from The Walking Dead.
Glenn.
And Invincible.
But, I need to catch up on Invincible.
Great series. But unfortunately, he had to drop out due to scheduling conflicts, because the strikes that all happened puts a lot of films back. But they did replace him with an actor named Louis Pullman. Well, this is the latest rumor that Louis Pullman, who is Bill Pullman's, I think his name is Bill Pullman. He was the president. His dad is the president from Independence Day.
Bill Pullman?
Yeah. That's his dad, but Louis Pullman is the son, who is rumored to be playing Sentry in Thunderbolts, which I think he's a great choice.
I don't know if I've seen this guy in Louis. Yeah, Top Gun. That's what it is. I was about to
Yeah,
say that guy looks so familiar.
and he was recently in the Brie Larson Apple TV Plus series Lessons in Chemistry.
I want to watch that series.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
got a
that'd be
lot of
really
series
good.
need to catch up. Yeah,
A lot of oh my gosh, there's not enough time in the world to catch up on all the shows that you want to watch. I feel like shows, movies,
that's that's how people
podcasts,
feel now about the MCU.
right? Like it's not exactly like where DC just went off its hinges, going all over the place, but like Marvel is like, oh my gosh, it's all over the place.
Like, I feel like with Marvel, they're kind of like Marvel is connected. I feel like, well, DC's it started to feel connected by the end, pretty
Right.
much. But yes, we will be getting Thunderbolts, and there has been rumors that Thunderbolts will be rated R.
Ooh, the second rated R film.
And there has been
Disney
rumors that there were like script rewrites because apparently the original script had everyone dying like Rogue One style.
Planet kills them.
Who?
You're talking about Star Wars Rogue One, where they get killed by the Death Star, right?
Yeah, well, everyone dies. All the characters die pretty much. There has been rumors that that was supposed to happen in the original script for Thunderbolts, where everyone dies, but apparently they're changing it. So
interesting. You think they'll implement them into the Earth whatever 9999?
I mean, this is what Thunderbolts is
Interesting.
set in.
Dude, I'm so excited for this.
It's gonna be a good one. I'm a bit scared on like, okay, who dies? Because I'm gonna be honest, if Bucky dies, I'm gonna fucking riot.
I'm gonna write if Hopper dies, if Red Guardian dies. Hopper, wrong show.
Still same guy.
Same guy. Oh man, it's a great.
I have an online friend, and like, I already just can see him just spamming me with memes of Bucky's death. I told him, I'm like, I'm gonna give you an RKO if you do that.
Oh my gosh, he calls it. It's like the Simpsons calling the Super Bowl or whatever. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Pretty much.
Oh my gosh.
But after Thunderbolts, we are finally getting the Fantastic Four reboot.
Yeah. Third time's a charm.
What? Third time's a charm. The cast has been announced back in Valentine's Day.
It was so weird. Like I'm in the middle of Valentine's Day, and I just see Marvel post like "Happy Valentine's Day" from the Fantastic Four. Like, oh, that's so cool. Wait, what? The Fantastic Four? Is that Pedro Pascal?
No, because for years there has been rumors of this person's going to play the role. This person's going to play the role. Like literally last summer, it was confirmed, well, supposedly confirmed, Adam Driver's going to be Reed Richards. Margot Robbie is going to be Sue Storm. And then they're like, oh, no, looks like that stuff happened. And it's like,
I think she's still going to be in the movie, isn't she? Margot Robbie?
No.
I'm pretty sure.
No. So the cast now, and like there has been speculation on this cast, especially with Pedro Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, like, and what's funny is that the week before, SAG-AFTRA, the casting agency, pretty much accidentally confirmed Pedro's involvement in this.
Shit!
So they quickly deleted it. That's why you sent. So it's like, looks like Pedro's confirmed, but no one is talking about it.
So this is interesting. I just pulled up the cast list, and it's showing Antonio Banderas as Galactus.
He is him and Xavier Bardem are both heavily considered for Galactus.
Ooh, dude.
If they can't get Xavier, they'll most likely get Antonio.
I can just see in my head, beware for Galactus in boots. Like, I just see it in my fucking head.
But that is all rumored.
Yeah.
Who knows? Because, like I said, there's just been like just bunch of rumors for the Fantastic Four casting that it just got to the point where it's like, okay, this is a bit ridiculous. I'm just going to wait till Marvel announces it themselves.
Right. And as soon as we get more information. You think they'll bring back, I forget his name, John Krasinski. You think they'll, like, bring him in for, like, a cameo or something like that of being Mr. Fantastic?
I feel like we can see him. I feel like, because in the comics, there's this Council of Reeds. Similar to the Council of Ricks in Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty took parody of that. But yeah, there's a Council of Reeds, so they could bring back John Krasinski for that.
I definitely would love to see it. I don't remember the OG Mr. Fantastic's name though.
Right. But with the Fantastic Four, we're getting Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn as the Human Torch,
Eddie.
Johnny Storm, and Ebon Moss-Backrack. I feel like I butchered that.
I have no idea.
But he will be playing Ben Grimm, the Thing.
So I'm excited about Eddie joining back for just his fame on
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, sorry, thank you. For Stranger Things, just it's nice to see him in something else. Especially with how popular he is right now. Now, Ebon Moss-Backrack? I have no idea who he is.
He's in The Bear, the TV series The Bear right now.
Apparently he was also in Andor.
He was, and he was actually in the Punisher series in season 1 as the hacker guy.
Oh, dude.
So he has two MCU characters.
Interesting.
Right, so he was a huge fan cast for a while. And like, I'm going to be honest, this wasn't really my ideal Fantastic Four casting. I was really wanting to see John Krasinski come back.
I was wanting to see, what's his name?
Wife.
OG The Thing come back. He does a great voice for him.
He was good.
I gotta look at the OG cast.
But yeah, Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, like Joseph Quinn and Ebon, this cast is like, okay. I didn't know this was going to be it, but I love it.
Oh, I cannot pronounce any of their names. So
you can only pronounce Jessica Alba.
Yeah, Jessica Alba. That's really it.
And Chris Evans.
Eoin Gruffud is Reed Richards.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Chiklis is the Thing. He did. Oh my gosh, he was my favorite Thing. He did so many good roles in like the last decade as like authoritative figures. Also,
he was in Gotham too.
Gotham, yeah. And there's a TV show that was super underrated. That
The Sealed.
No, it was like a superhero show. It was like a family of 4. They all got superpowers randomly. No Ordinary Family. It was on ABC.
Oh, okay. I know
super short TV series.
I heard about it, I think.
I was so disappointed when they canceled that show. Me and my family get together, watch that. We were like engulfed in that show. But anyways, we're getting off topic. My bad. Fantastic Four, July 25th, 2025. At least until they decide to change it, probably.
Yeah. And then after that, we should be finally getting the Blade reboot, unless if it changes, because there has been rumors of it being pushed to 2026, with the Fantastic Four taking the place of Blade instead. But Mahershala Ali will be playing Blade in this reboot, and it seemed like they were having problems trying to come up with a story for it. But it seems like they're on the right track now, as it's being said that Mahershala Ali is happy with the script.
That's good.
So we will see what they do with that. And I feel like the reason for the delays and all that is because they're wanting to do their own thing with this and not have it be a copy of the Wesley Snipes Blade movies.
Oh, man. I was such a fan of Wesley Snipes' Blade. Such a good one. Now, the only thing I've ever seen Mahershala Ali in was Swan Song. And
he was in season 1 of Luke Cage.
Yeah. I feel like I'm having a hard time remembering that one.
Right.
Because it's been a very long time.
Through.
Yeah, okay. I'm not crazy then.
But the series is rumored to be rated R also.
Dang, Disney's letting loose.
I know.
Oh my gosh. What does that mean for future just regular Disney projects? Oh my gosh. Excluding Marvel's universe. That's going to be kind of intense. They just make like a rated R like Monsters Inc. movie where the monsters eat the kids or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
No, don't give people who made the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. Don't give those people any ideas.
Oh my gosh, that was a disappointment of a movie. We're not talking about that, but like, oh my gosh.
Right. So yeah, they're Blade. We want to see Blade, and there has been rumors that this could take place in the past, like be like a period piece. And there are rumors that we could see the Black Knight as it teased him in the Eternals with Blade talking to him in the post-credit scene.
Dude, I feel like the Eternals was like a wet dream I had. Just I completely thought about it and it just was gone. Like through one ear out the other. I hardly remember that movie. So many people shitted on that movie just for lack of words. Like they just straight up did not like it.
It was
but there was like so much building for the future of characters and movies for MCU. I mean, freaking Harry Styles as Thanos' brother, Blade coming into the scene, Black Knight. Like it's set up for so much.
It does, and who knows when we will see an Eternals 2, and who knows when we will see those characters again.
Also, that's something else I just thought of. Do you think they'll include any Eternals cast inside of this? Or do you think that Blade will even, like, just thinking on that, like, do you think that we'll pick up right where we left off in the Eternals with Blade?
That would be cool.
That would be a cool segue. Cool.
But we'll have to wait and see.
Oh, man. That's got me excited. Like, as a fan of Blade, I think I was like, gosh, like 10 years old whenever the first Blade movie came out. I gotta look that up.
The first Blade movie came out in like 1999.
Oh, well, I definitely rewatched it as a kid.
Yeah, they were like reruns when we were as a kid.
Yeah. Is it really that old? No way.
Oh, 1998. Same year we were born.
No, Blade Trinity came out in 2004.
Oh, Blade Trinity.
That's it. I knew I remember watching it.
The bad one.
Oh, I didn't know Dominic Purcell was in that. Count Dracula.
Yeah, he was.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was Dracula.
Gosh, I gotta rewatch those movies. That's such a throwback. Just the cast itself. Oh my gosh, dude! You don't see any of these guys in movies anymore.
Except Ryan Reynolds.
He was a kid in that movie, I think. Just the fact that Paul Levesque was in that movie too. Oh my gosh.
Triple H. Yep.
What a cast, dude. Patton Oswalt. John Michael Higgins. What a cast. Anyway, sorry, I'm taking a trip down memory lane when we have future films coming out. Dwelling in the past.
Next, we have Avengers 5, formerly known as Kang Dynasty, releasing May 1st, 2026. But who knows what's going on with that film, as there has been rumors that the title got dropped because of them wanting to move away from the Kang stuff.
Wanting to move away from Kang in general. What's his name?
Jonathan Mayers.
They finally... Did he actually get fired?
He got fired. That day they found him guilty.
Oh, man. I knew that they found him guilty. I know they got him fired.
We will not get into that stuff.
Right.
But, Avengers 5, there has been just a lot of rumors going around it, because the original director, I forgot his name, but he directed Shang-Chi.
Okay.
He was originally, after the release of Shang-Chi, it was reported that he would be directing Kang Dynasty. Destin Daniel Cretton.
Okay.
But several months ago, he left the director's chair for that. So they have no director at the moment, and it's been said that the script is being rewritten to, I guess, maybe have less Kang or no Kang.
Like, what do you think's going to happen with that? Like, they're just going to, in the beginning of the movie, just, oh, wait, Kang, gone. Like, Infinity Gauntlet them away or something? Like, they can't just write out a whole setup that has been set up for, like, 4 movies? I don't know.
I feel like with how Loki Season 2 ended, it, like, kind of, like, set up with, like, okay, we could continue Kang if we want, and if we don't have to continue Kang if we want. Like, they could go both ways with how Loki Season 2 ended to set up for that.
I guess. That's going to be a weird one.
That's how it feels like. Yeah.
We're definitely going to need some more Marvel movies to come out before we even, like, start setting up thoughts in our heads about what Avengers 5 could even be, much less the title. Dang, May 1st, 2026. That's feels so long.
But who knows? It might get delayed.
Oh, yeah, sure, of course. Of course, it being a Disney project, everything is probably getting pushed back.
My gosh. But yeah, after that, it leads to Avengers Secret Wars that releases in May 7th, 2027. And there are just lots of rumors of we could see a lot of the original superheroes from Tobey Spider-Man, Andrew Spider-Man, Wolverine, lots of the original X-Men. There's just a lot of rumors surrounding this film, and
Cast list
like
is
who
very
knows
tiny right now.
what?
The cast list is very small right now. Like all they have
There's
right
no
now. I just
there's no
googled
confirmed
it.
cast. There's no confirmed cast though, so all that is just rumored.
Oh, okay. I mean, it makes
So
sense. Like whoever
yeah,
that Google has them down for: Ironheart, Wong, Anthony Mackie.
yeah.
Okay.
Like there's been rumors that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will have a scene together.
Oh,
Involve the
that'd be
Sony
powerful.
Marvel universe with Venom.
I think it'd be a mistake if they include Venom in the main universe. I don't know.
They should have included him in the main universe from
You
the
think?
beginning.
I don't know, dude. Just like how different that version of Venom is versus the comic book Venom, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man Venom. Like I feel like that version of Venom is just so different than what we've grown up with seeing. Like Eddie, what's his name? Eddie Brock. Eddie Brock is this cocky, super proud of himself type of guy, whereas in Venom, he's just like quiet to himself. Pretty much as soon as the symbiote touches him, like you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know.
They're funny. They're fun films, though.
They are fun. Oh, 100% they're fun. I hope they do more with
him. Exactly. But who knows when it could be, when this film will be released? Who knows? There's been rumors of directors being in talks for it. One of them being Sam Raimi, but who knows?
What's Sam Raimi without? Who's that guy that's in all his movies? Oh my gosh.
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell. Oh man, love Bruce Campbell.
We need to have Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell to be like the new Stan Lee type cameo in every Marvel film.
100%. For any movie that he directs, he has to be in it. Some way, somehow.
Bruce Campbell's already in all of Sam Raimi's films, but he has to be in. I want him to be like that Stan Lee cameo for all of Marvel, pretty much.
Right, you're right. I still have the scene. What was it? Is it hot dogs or something like that? He was a hot dog salesman?
Papa Pizza.
Oh, Papa Pizza.
Selling like these pizzas in a rolls and balls.
Oh, yeah. The pepperoni balls. I remember that. That's great fucking guy.
Yep.
I'm looking at the list of all the rumored, confirmed, with no release date movies that you have here. There's a lot.
Yeah, there are a lot of rumored films to be in works, but let's start off with the Sony side that might connect with the MCU, that will connect to the MCU. Okay. Starting off with Spider-Man 4, as there has just been lately a lot of rumors of Marvel and Sony butting heads, trying to come up with a story for this one.
So this is still going to include Tom Holland, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Tom Holland will be doing this one, but it is said that Marvel and Tom Holland, they're wanting to do this street level type story where Spider-Man and Daredevil team up to fight against Kingpin.
Huh. Interesting.
But Sony is wanting to do another multiverse story that involves Toby and Andrew back.
I think I would like that more, not gonna lie.
But Sony's wanting to like get working on it right away, but Kevin is like, no, we have to wait. We have to wait a bit.
I would like that more, but I feel like Sony would drop the ball with how they managed to direct that movie and make it. They made a lot of errors in recent films they've released.
Yeah.
I mean, just what you guys were talking about, Madam Web.
Yeah, like Madam Web.
And Morbius. That was Sony too, right?
Yep, that was. What are you talking about? You like that movie.
I said it was okay as far as introducing the character. Now, as far as they went with, like, just story-wise, weird.
Right.
Weird. But, I mean, they could have, like a random stroke of luck, you know, how with Venom. I mean, you never know.
Hopefully one day, but who knows? But with Spider-Man 4, it is rumored that it will introduce Miles Morales in the film. Which could lead to the Miles Morales Spider-Man movie.
Love
As
that.
in a recent interview with one of the producers, Amy Pascal, she was asked about when could we get that movie, and she's like, sometime after Spider-Man 4 and the new Beyond the Spider-Verse film.
Oh yeah, for sure. Do you think that they'll get the voice actor of Miles to play live action Miles? I would love that.
No,
Dang.
he's too old.
What do you mean
He's
he's too old?
Miles is a teen. Miles is a teen, and like the guy, he's pretty much the same age as Tom Holland.
You don't think they could implement an older Miles? Like somehow? Nah, it wouldn't make sense for the
Not
Marvel universe.
not as the main Miles, but as in variant Miles, yes.
Okay, I could definitely. I'd be okay with that variant Miles because they had variant. Not Kingpin. What's his name? Prowler.
Yeah. Prowler from Across the Spider-Verse is rumored to be the Prowler that was in the MCU in Homecoming.
I'm okay with that. Donald Glover.
I'm
I'm
fine with
full
that too,
send with that.
concept art pretty much had him named as MCU Prowler.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, like who knows about that? In a recent interview, Donald Glover, he was asked about it, and he's like, I think I will be playing Prowler in the Miles Morales movie whenever that gets made.
100%.
Hopefully, that would be super cool. But along with the Miles Morales film, this one has been confirmed to be in development, but yet, with it being one of the Sony films, who knows if it will ever happen. And it's the Olivia Wilde directed Sony Spider-Man film, possibly being Spider-Woman. Possibly being based on Jessica Drew's version. And this is heavily rumored to be MCU because of how the character is within the Marvel Universe, having connections with Hydra, being best friends with Captain Marvel.
I don't know, dude. Is she too old?
Olivia Wilde?
Yeah.
She's directing it. It's not starring in it.
I thought you said
She's
she was
just
going to be
directing it.
Spider-Woman. I'd be
No,
like, that'd
no,
be
no.
interesting. An older Spider person.
She's rumored to direct it,
Okay.
but it is one that, like, who knows it will happen? Because, like, I believe she tagged Marvel Studios in the post, and you know who Josh Gad is, right?
Olaf.
Yeah. He commented on one of her posts, like, yes, I can't believe my best friend's gonna direct an MCU film.
Ooh.
And, like, she liked the post, but yet, who knows? Because we haven't really heard much about this film lately. But
Do you think Marvel would just be like, yeah, no, that's a lie? Just debunk it?
Probably. Because, like, it's believed that Sony has been tricking the actors into thinking they were joining the MCU.
Oh, man. Like with who? The OG cat
Tyrese.
or the second who?
Tyrese, the Madam Webcast. Matt Smith.
Oh, okay. Really?
Because Tyrese was going around after Morbius was filming. He's like, yeah, this is in the MCU. I am signed for Marvel for MCU Spider-Man appearances, stuff like that.
And that wasn't true.
And it turned out it wasn't even true.
Dang.
And Matt Smith, he was talking about, because he's best friends with Karen Gillan, who is Nebula.
Mm-hmm.
They're both in Doctor Who together. And
right, I remember you talking about this in the last podcast.
Yeah, he asked her, what's it like to do a Marvel film? And she's like, oh yeah, you should totally do it. It's so much fun.
Okay, gotcha.
And with Dakota Johnson, she ran into Elizabeth Olsen, and she asked her how is it like to do a Marvel film. And like there were interviews with Sydney Sweeney thinking that she was in the MCU. Because he was asked, what's it like to be in the MCU, stuff like that. So, Sony L, and I won't be surprised if they tricked Olivia Wilde into thinking that she was directing an MCU Spider project.
What about the cast of Fantastic Four, the 2017, 2015 film? Wasn't there like stuff about, they were tricked into thinking that they were going to be in the MCU?
I never heard of that, actually.
I don't know. It was just something that just in the back of my head. We talk about Fantastic Four.
Probably tricked into thinking that they were going to be part of the X-Men universe because that was the original plan. But
maybe that's what it was.
I guess the film flopped so bad that yikes.
I'm kind of sad about it, but also at the same time, I'm not completely upset with that.
But yeah, who knows what's going on with Sony with their Marvel films, with their MCU connected films. We will have to just wait and see for that, and I'm hoping that Sony learned their lesson with Morbius and Madam Web, but it seems like they did not. But moving on, this film has been confirmed, and this film was originally going to be a Disney Plus series that got changed into a movie, and it's Armor Wars, which is going to be about War Machine, James Rhodes, Don Cheadle returning, pretty much dealing with the theft of Stark Tech.
You think they'll bring in Pepper?
I can
she
see
was
it.
rescue in the comics.
Yeah. In the after Endgames, he was talking about how he's open to doing cameos no more than takes 4 days to film.
Okay.
So I can see them bringing her back as a cameo for this.
Or what's his name? I don't remember. Happy. You think they'll bring in Happy in any sort of way, shape, or form?
I'm pretty sure Happy will be in this because they did set up Stark Tech being stolen in No Way Home.
Right.
And if
I
you
like
remember
what they did with him
Wakanda,
in What If. I really like the what did they turn him into? Like the Hulk variant? I don't know.
Some type of Hulk creature. I don't remember what his name was. But yeah.
It's so random.
But if you remember in Wakanda Forever, Riri Williams had stolen Stark Tech too. So it could so it's pretty much setting up for this. I remember reading something that Ironheart was confirmed to be in Armor Wars, but
it makes sense.
And I don't know if you remember him, but Justin Hammer.
Oh yeah, he was also in What If. I like that. Yeah. It was a lot of fun to see him join back into that.
Yeah, I read something that's confirmed, and I read something that is just rumored. Who knows? We haven't really heard much about this film, just that it's in works. But I hope they come back.
Me too.
It'd be nice to see. It'd just be nice to see, I guess, some of the original Iron Man people back together. And I don't think this will happen, but it would be so cool if RDJ cameos as Tony Stark, whether it's a flashback or something.
Oh, I wouldn't even think a flashback. I would think he'd be like his own AI.
That would be cool. Because in the comics, briefly, it's his conscience was Riri's Ironheart's AI. So
right.
Who knows if that could happen? I don't know if he would want to do that though, but
speculations.
Yeah. And the next film, this film is pretty much rumored, but it is rumored that we will be getting a Doctor Strange 3.
I'm for it.
Especially with how
it ended.
The Madness ended.
Oh yeah.
It's I want to see more of the Dark Dimension and stuff like that.
I'm gonna get to the movie theater and just count how many times the third eye blinks. The whole movie. That's the only thing I'm gonna focus on.
I hope that they do this though. I hope they bring back Sam Raimi.
Oh, for sure, man. And what's her name? That's supposedly his wife in the comics.
Yeah, Clea.
Clea,
played by Charlize Theron.
That is gonna be so fucking cool to see that team up.
The perfect choice for her.
Yes,
she looks just like her right out the comics.
Exactly.
I would have never expected to see her in an MCU film, but there she was.
Doesn't Doctor Strange have a kid in the comics with her too? I can't remember.
I think that is something recent. I'm not too familiar with that, but I heard of it.
I just remember that seeing something about it in Instagram post or something like that. I don't know.
Right. I saw something about it too.
Definitely going to be interesting seeing where they left off with Clea and Doctor Strange. And where was the realm that they're in? That they went to?
Going into the dark dimension.
The dark dimension, yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what they do. And Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange is one of the most perfect castings there is.
100%.
I can never get enough of him as Doctor Strange. I want more. But another film that has been confirmed, it's Shang-Chi 2. The director is coming back to direct that one, but not much is known about the film.
Where would they even go with that film? Like, no offense, but maybe just make that a solo movie. I don't know. Maybe just if they continue looking into the origins of the Ten Rings, like that's literally the only place they could go with that movie. They didn't really set anything up for the future of that. Maybe something with Hulk, but I don't know.
I saw people wanting Iron Fist and Shang-Chi to team up in this film.
Ooh, I completely forgot about Iron Fist. Do you think they were bringing back Danny Rand? Actually, didn't they talk about having something not with Danny, but with I forget her name in that TV show. Colleen
Wing.
Yeah, they were talking about doing something with her, or like they would make a female Iron Fist.
I heard about that too, but who knows? Like, there's not, like I mentioned, there's not really much known. There's a lot of rumors that could be true, could not be true. I don't know, I do feel like Finn Jones deserves a second chance as Iron Fist, it's because with the Iron Fist series, you can tell that nobody gave a fuck about that series.
Just that whole quad of series, but minus Daredevil for sure. I mean, Jessica Jones
minus Daredevil
was pretty
cool.
Season
1 was good. Season 2, crap.
Yeah, I did drop the ball on that one. Luke Cage, I feel like strong choice for Luke Cage. I loved every second of that show. And then just Iron Fist was kind of wonky. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of want to. Go ahead. I'll come back to this.
Remember, Iron Fist appeared in an episode of Luke Cage in season 2. It felt like they cared more for Iron Fist. Like, the people who worked on Luke Cage cared more for Iron Fist than the people who worked on Iron Fist themselves.
Right. Now, I kind of wanted to backpedal for a second. Talked about Doctor Strange. It's just like popped up in my head. Thinking back on She-Hulk. Do you remember Wong had a little fan?
And Madison,
dude, I want to see her back so bad. I just remembered that. Oh my gosh,
I want to see Doctor Strange. I want to see Strange's reaction to just saying that, him being like, "What the hell, Wong?"
Wongers.
And I could just see Wong being like, "It's nothing.
Don't worry about it.
I'll handle it."
Oh man, yeah, she just shows up into the Sanctum Sanctorum. Or however the heck they say it, just randomly, Wongers. I'll worry about it.
But yeah, there's this. But yes, back to Shang-Chi 2. Mm-hmm. You know, we might see Iron Fist, we might not. We will just have to wait and see. But one thing I feel like is guaranteed is that with the director from the original Shang-Chi film coming back to direct this one, no, it is safe to say Brie Larson will have some type of role as Captain Marvel in this, because Brie Larson is in every single one of his directed movies.
Really?
Yes. Him and Brie Larson go way back, and she is in every one of his films. Even in the first Shang-Chi, in the mid-credit scene.
What was the mid-credit scene?
Wong, Shang-Chi, and Katie talking to Bruce Banner and Captain Marvel about the Ten Rings.
Right. I forgot about that one. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's kind of where people are going to be seeing the next part of Shang-Chi too.
Right. Then this one has been confirmed. Like, I don't know if there's been any works for this film, but it was confirmed to be in development back in Comic-Con 2019, and it's the X-Men. But yet, we don't know nothing about this film. We don't know what the cast will be like. We don't know what the story will be like. Or anything like that.
Bring back the Juggernaut. He'll sell the whole film.
So just have it be CGI like how Ryan Reynolds did for Deadpool 2.
Oh yeah, just like 10 feet tall Juggernaut just screaming, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!" and just running through a whole building. That would sell the whole movie.
I will, but like, there's a lot they can do with the X-Men. There's just a lot that they can explore with the X-Men, which unfortunately Fox butchered with.
Yeah.
But there were rumors that after Secret Wars with Phase 7, that the X-Men and the Fantastic Four will be the main focus of the MCU.
That's crazy.
But I am super interested in seeing what they do, and I hope it turns out good.
Dude, Marvel is just going to be around forever. It's so weird to think about.
Right.
Like they're just doing so well for themselves. Well, I mean, they were at their highest point with Infinity War Endgame. Now,
Bro, definitely.
as far as is this Phase 5 with Ant-Man and Loki and all that, or is this Phase 4?
Yes, this is Phase 5 now.
Okay. I feel like it's kind of like people are like, okay, what are we doing here? You know,
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried about how people are going to feel by Phase 7. I mean, Phase 7?
I feel like it's more... Go ahead.
I feel like it's just like so far off in the future that are people even going to still be into these movies by then?
Right.
I feel like
I kind of feel like with how Phase 4 was pretty much how Phase 1 was, like kind of introducing a lot of these characters.
Okay.
So like Phase 4 was more like an introductory type phase again to get ready for Secret Wars and all that.
You need to bring in more TV show soups. I mean, obviously Kamala Khan started it off.
Right.
What about? Oh my gosh, I feel like such a dingus. Moon Knight. Oh my gosh, I want to see.
My God, I want to see more Moon Knight.
What's his real name?
Moon Knight. Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. Oh my gosh.
It is rumored that we could see a Midnight Suns film that does involve Moon Knight.
Oh, dude.
But they're still... I heard rumors they're trying to figure out what to do with this.
Okay.
But yet there's been... I saw a recent rumor that Moon Knight, Scarlet Witch, Wong, Doctor Strange, I believe Ghost Rider, maybe Man-Thing and Werewolf by Night will be in the team of the Midnight Suns, but...
You think Nicolas Cage is ready to come back as Ghost Rider?
He is rumored for Secret Wars.
Really? No way.
Dude, every past Marvel actor is rumored for Secret Wars, let's be real.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's valid. I feel like if anything, no way he'd be like acting in it. If so, it'd be voice acting. There's no way you get him like.
I mean, he was in the Flash as Superman.
That was like CGI, wasn't it?
Okay. So he was actually in the suit and everything. He talked about how he was like he had to act. Watching his world pretty much get destroyed, so he was doing a lot of acting with the eyes. But with the finished film, he's like, that is not what I did.
So it's interesting.
Yeah.
That's DC though.
Yeah, that's DC. So
forget about DC.
Who knows if he'll be with Marvel, but Midnight Suns, this has been rumored for a while, ever since we saw Werewolf by Night and of course Moon Knight. And it does seem to be one that people are really wanting to see, which I would love to see it. I do wonder who will the confirmed characters be. And at a recent comic convention, I believe in Dubai, Oscar Isaac was there, and he was asked, he did say he would like to do a Midnight Suns movie.
I just have the song playing over in my head. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus. What was that? Like a Saturday Night Live
I think it was Jimmy. Like I think it was Jimmy Kimmel.
That's what it is.
Well, could have been Fallon, but yeah, he starts singing that on there.
Just in the back of my head, I have that playing in my head.
Oscar Isaac, though, as Moon Knight was just perfect, and I do hope he does. I do hope we do see more of him, whether in Midnight Suns, Moon Knight 2, Avengers 5, Secret Wars, is more in the MCU. But another team-up film that is rumored to be made is the Young Avengers.
Now, remind me who's in the Young Avengers, because I legit don't remember.
So, the Marvels did seem to set this up with their ending with Kamala Khan going to speak to Kate Bishop about forming a team. So we, for the MCU wise, though, it is rumored to include, of course, Kamala, Kate Bishop, Cassie Lang, a character named the Patriot, which, you remember the grandson of that one guy from The Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
No.
Like the guy who was the black guy that was the super soldier.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Who has a grandson.
Okay. Yeah.
He, in the comics, the grandson becomes Patriot. as I think he had a blood transfusion with his grandfather.
And interesting.
So he's rumored for it. Wanda's kids now being adults, well, grown is rumored for it too.
How are they? Oh my gosh, that's so weird. How are they going to bring him back? Like they were just a thought in her mind, or they were in a completely different universe.
The Agatha series is going to explain that.
Right.
Which we'll get to that later. And it's rumored that Hulk's son will be in the Young Avengers also.
That's what I was going to ask. I was like, what about the Hulk's kid that he had in his time of being on Planet Hulk?
Sakaar. Yeah. But like I mentioned, who knows if this is true? We will have to wait and see as they're trying to figure out what to do with the Young Avengers. And this one film has been rumored on and off for a while, and it's the Scarlet Witch film.
Ooh. How do you think they're going to bring her back?
My guess is that she doesn't die in Multiverse of Madness. She just...
Obviously.
She, goes into hiding. I feel like.
I don't get why she would, though.
I mean, all the stuff she did, so...
Sure.
Maybe she's embarrassed.
Yeah, but, just do the time. I mean, you're still a part of the Avengers. They will forgive you and re-recruit you back. Maybe she was just wanting to have some me time, maybe just to
maybe
get her shit together and then maybe come back. I don't know. It's interesting how they set up her future.
But with Wanda, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
All right. But with Wanda's popularity recently, with WandaVision and especially with Multiverse of Madness, there has been rumors that she will be getting her own film. Story-wise and plot-wise, it is kind of unknown, but I could see it being about maybe exploring more of the witches. And I can see Agatha being in the series, too.
Interesting.
But also there are some other rumored films from Thor 5. I don't have this listed, but also The Eternals 2 is rumored. But yet, it is just rumored that they're kind of in early works. Unknown. Much is unknown, except for with Thor 5. It is rumored that we could see Zeus as the villain. And kind of like Hercules going after Thor, but then becoming a good guy. And it is said that this could be the final Thor film.
I hope it's better than this last one. Go ahead.
I did enjoy the last one because it was what I expected it to be.
Really?
Because, so before doing Thor Ragnarok, Chris Hemsworth was becoming bored with Thor.
Okay.
Because he was like, nah, this is getting boring. He told Kevin about it, and he's like, if he continues to be like this, I'm probably going to stop doing this after Endgame. Leave the role, like how Downey and Evans did. But, with Taika coming in, and, they pretty much made it funny, had, a bunch of comedic stuff in it. Chris Hemsworth was like, yes, I am having so much fun doing this. I will only do a Thor 4 if Taika comes back. Taika came back, and, they made the movie what was being praised on. People praised the humor and Korg, funny Thor. They praised all that for Ragnarok. So they gave us more of that in Love and Thunder, which I feel like maybe some people thought it was just a bit too much.
I don't know. I feel like we're kind of straying away from what the true character who Thor is. Thor was never really... Well, maybe in his older time, before he became the ruler of Asgard, that early time period. Yeah, he was that partying all the time, funny guy. But I feel like with Thor getting older, I feel like he's getting more serious. But with Ragnarok, with Love and Thunder, we didn't get that. We just got, haha, look at me, I'm funny, forcing comedy Thor.
Yeah, I get that.
I was truly enjoying just the whole thought of the movie, but for as the future of the character. I don't know, especially with them bringing in like a brand new, never before seen character into the MCU. Was
They've been
the kid
doing that a lot. They've been doing that a lot lately with Shang-Chi's sister,
mm-hmm.
Mark's wife, and Moon Knight.
Right.
Which I'm fine with as long as they're good characters.
As long as they make the plot like, I don't know, kind of like correlate with each other somehow. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
What's this about an untitled Scarlett Johansson movie?
So after Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson started working with Marvel to do a movie. Which she was going to produce it too, not star in it.
Okay.
But it is unknown what the Marvel project is. It's rumored that it could be Thunderbolts, but it got denied, but it still could be that. So my guess, it might be something related to Black Widow, but I'm not entirely sure.
What else is there to continue with Black Widow? She's dead.
I mean, they could continue with Yelena, the
sure.
sister.
And it would make sense for her to direct Thunderbolts.
Produce,
sorry.
I guess, but it's unknown, you know?
Okay.
This movie could be the Thunderbolts movie, or this movie could be a completely own thing. We will find out one day.
Okay.
But yes, that has been a lot of movie talks. Now let's get into the TV shows. As the next Marvel TV show we will be getting is Agatha, the Darkhold Diaries.
Right, coming back to Agatha.
Right, which this has a lot of rumors. This has a rumor that we will see Billy come back in this film, in this series, I mean, as a teenager.
Billy is one of her kids?
Yep.
Okay.
And it is said that like it'll be about witches, exploring witches in the MCU, and Aubrey Plaza, she will be playing a witch in this series.
Oh, fun. You know she's gonna like rock that role, just being as weird as possible with it.
Oh, for sure. And like there are some speculation that we could see Wanda appear in this series, but who knows? I hope she does.
At least give like some background as to what she's doing, you know?
Right.
Don't just be like, she's out and about somewhere, and like some like small talk conversation. Like just show like where she is, and like if she's like getting her shit together. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
That's what I at least want from the series. Now, as far as like introducing, what were her kids' name? Billy and what?
Billy and Tommy.
Billy and Tommy as their like own standalone like individual characters, not just they're Wanda's kids.
So in the comics, like I guess they get like reincarnated as different people. Which Billy becomes Billy Kaplan, and Tommy becomes Tommy Shepard, which they still have their like mutant powers.
Right. Okay.
So we could be seeing that with Agatha, as Billy is said to be in the series. But
so are they or are they not Wanda's kids?
Yes and no. We will have to, like, it's confusing to me, honestly.
It sounds confusing. That's what I'm like saying it in like such a questionable tone. How are they going to be introduced in WandaVision, taken away and brought back, reincarnated? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And like they actually did recently finish reshoots for Agatha. So we could be seeing this series, I feel like maybe by the end of the year.
Interesting. I mean, they got to release at least one or two more TV shows this year.
Right. But, another series that is currently being filmed now after going through like whole new creative stuff and making it canon to the original series is Daredevil Born Again, which there's just a lot of crazy rumors surrounding this. And seeing those set photos, it looks like it's going to be fucking amazing.
So they are continuing with where they left off from the Netflix adaptation of Daredevil.
Yes and no. This is more like takes place many years after that.
Okay.
But yeah, seeing the set photos, like, because, Punisher is confirmed to come back. We're getting Foggy and Karen back. And Bullseye, he's coming back. And there were just a lot of set photos of like, pretty much Bullseye terrorizing Karen, Daredevil, and Foggy. It just looks so epic. This is rumored to be released in 2025, but I heard another rumor that it could be released later this year. There were rumors that they could split it into two, but who knows? But with this series, there has been just a lot of rumors on, oh, Karen might die, oh, Foggy might die. And it is set to introduce the character White Tiger.
Who's that?
In the comics, there's like this medallion that a guy wears that makes him into the White Tiger, pretty much. There's multiple versions of White Tiger. As a female version of it was in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon.
I'm curious to see where they're going to go with Wilson Fisk. What's his name? Kingpin. Where are they going to go with him?
He's going to be mayor.
Just finished up a whole. Oh, right.
Remember, because it teased that. It teased that in Echo.
Yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
Which is rumored that Daredevil Born Again leads to Spider-Man 4.
Gotcha. All this stuff talking about his father.
When I was a boy.
Yeah. Seriously, that's all I hear in my head whenever I talk about his dad. Like they've got to bring more stuff into that.
But yeah, Daredevil Born Again. I hope it is as good as the original series was, because like during the strike they had like I think half of it filmed, but yet they were like, Marvel was like, no, this isn't going to work, so they pretty much fired everyone, got new writers and got new directors, and got like the guy who worked on the Punisher show. They got him to be in charge of Daredevil Born Again. So it's hopefully going to be a good one, because Daredevil fans had been fighting for Daredevil to come back for years. Another series we will be getting, this has been confirmed, this has been filmed, but reshoots has to happen soon, and it's Ironheart. After her introduction from Wakanda Forever, we will be seeing Ironheart back in her own series. As this has, like I mentioned, this was actually already filmed, but
what happened?
They have to do reshoots.
Like, what made him have to do reshoots? You think it had to do with Jonathan Majors' character being involved in it somehow?
No, just a lot of shows, like a lot of projects, have to do reshoots.
Oh, okay.
Maybe some stuff don't work, so they have to redo it. But with the strike and all that happened, a lot of the reshoot plans most likely got postponed.
Gotcha. I'm kind of curious how she makes her suit again. I mean, she's a smart cookie, that's for sure. So like I can definitely see her making.
We saw her prototype suit. We saw her prototype suit with Wakanda Forever.
You see like a moment from like in the series where they'll have like Shuri come in and be like, "All right, here's your suit. Bye."
Probably, I won't be surprised.
Yeah, just something like goofy like that.
But with this series, we'll be getting Anthony Ramos as the Hood, who is this guy who dons dark powers with guns, pretty much. And we will be seeing
dark powers with guns.
Ekran, like he is. Do you remember who played Han Solo in the Solo movie?
Yeah,
he will be in this.
And you mean in Cocaine Bear? No, I'm sorry.
He was in that too.
I know it is. I just remember watching that movie, be like, that's so weird. He's in this movie.
But he will be in Ironheart, and it is rumored that he will be Obadiah Shane's son.
Oh, Obadiah Shane is the guy in Iron Man.
The bad guy from the bald guy from Iron Man. The dude from Iron Man.
The dude from Iron Man.
Jeff Bridges. Dude. So yeah, it's rumored we will be, like, he's confirmed, and it was rumored that he will be playing his son. But also, this is heavily rumored Sacha Baron Cohen will be in the series. And guess who he will be playing?
Ooh.
Mephisto.
Ooh.
Because remember, WandaVision, there was
all these Sacha Baron
Mephisto
Cohen
rumors.
Borat?
Yes.
What the heck? I just had to look up the name. I was like, wait, who is that? That's Borat, dude. What?
Yes, we will be seeing Borat in the MCU as the devil, pretty much.
Oh my gosh. Just imagine him just meeting up with Agatha. Agatha, very nice. Oh my gosh. That's going to be such a goofy time in the MCU.
That would be so fun. Like, because, besides doing the comedy stuff, he is an amazing actor.
I don't know him in any other movie besides Borat.
There's this serious film, The Trial of the Chicago 7. He was amazing in that film.
Oh, The Dictator. I forgot about that movie. Good one.
As a comedy too, but yeah. Huh. But with Ironheart, like after Wakanda Forever, several Wakanda shows have been rumored. I think it was reportedly announced that Ryan Coogler was working on a Wakanda series. Then it was said Denai Guerrera, who plays Michonne in The Walking Dead, who is Okoye in the Black Panther films, that she is working on her own Disney Plus Marvel series. And there had been rumors that M'Baku could get a series. This one character could get a series. And stuff like that.
Really interesting. That they just go off on random tangents with TV shows. Like, M'Baku's going to get a TV show. Michonne, right. Your own TV show. We all get our own TV show. Like, I'm just excited to see what actually happens and what the heck story that we're going to get from this. Like,
because, the world of Wakanda is just super interesting. There's a lot that I feel like they can explore with like the myths within Wakanda, the people, some of the tribes, like
a lot of backstory type stuff.
Right. So there's a lot that they can explore with that. And this next series, it is currently being filmed. Well, I think it actually stopped recently because one of the stunt people unfortunately got killed doing a stunt.
Oh, snap.
Rest in peace to them. So I think they're taking a break for a bit. I'm not 100% sure, but it is Wonder Man.
Ooh, I gotta look up who that is.
So the guy who plays Black Manta and Aquaman will be playing Wonder Man, who is this actor who plays a superhero that actually becomes a superhero, pretty much.
He just accidentally becomes a superhero? Oh, so much fan art.
Ed Harris is in the series. I believe Ed Harris might be playing his agent or his manager. Yeah. And also, Trevor will be returning in Wonder Man.
Trevor?
From Iron Man 3, who was the Mandarin, and then in Shang-Chi.
Oh, yeah. Trevor. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about him.
He will be back in Wonder Man. And it is also rumored that Ralph Boner could be in Wonder Man also. You remember him?
Ralph Boner in the MCU.
Evan Peters' character, who we all thought was the X-Men Quicksilver.
I was wondering what else they would do with him.
Same. They were supposed to do more with him in the WandaVision episode, but a lot of stuff got cut out because, I guess,
it's like scheduling conflicts,
pandemic and all that,
right? Oh, I thought it was like scheduling conflicts. That's why they cut so much out of it. Like the ideas.
For WandaVision, there was a series where it was Monica, Darcy, Ralph, and the twins going to the basement to get the Darkhold. And they see the bunny, and they're like, "Hey, it's the bunny!" And then the bunny turns into this demon monster type thing and goes after them. But I guess apparently they didn't have enough time for the special effects for that.
Okay.
So
now, what is Wonder Man like? Where does he come from? Is he like? I imagine he's like the. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Like Guardians of the Galaxy type area where he comes from. I'm not making sense.
He's an actor from Earth, so
okay. That's what I was wondering. It's like, is he just like some random guy out in the universe somewhere, or is he like from the main Earth?
But what's funny is that with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, James Gunn originally had posters on set, like kind of like in-universe posters showing off like Wonder Man's movies with Nathan Fillion playing him, and he was supposed to like have a role in the film as Wonder Man, as Simon Williams, but it unfortunately got cut, and now they're like redoing, like now they're bringing Wonder Man back into the MCU, fully introducing him with Yahya Abdul-Mateen to who is Black Manta and the Aquaman films. He will be playing the role of Wonder Man.
That's gonna be awesome. Definitely,
yeah, it will be.
Definitely sad about Nathan Fillion. Though. He definitely would have made a great asset to the MCU. He is so funny.
He's in all of James Gunn's films.
Yeah, I'm playing Guardians 3 in my head over again. Just how funny it was.
He's also K6.
Yep.
Yeah.
In Destiny.
Yeah. Super funny guy. I would have loved to see him as Wonder Man, and I feel like he would have nailed it, but oh well. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Not disappointed with I'm not gonna try and pronounce his name. As Wonder Man.
Yeah, not disappointed. Like I'm pretty sure he would do an amazing job. But the next series that is in works is Vision Quest.
What is that?
Which is pretty much about the White Vision after the events of WandaVision.
So it's literally what it sounds like. Vision on a quest to figure out who am I in this
pretty much
vast universe.
Pretty much. This was, I guess, currently writing before the strikes began. And fun fact, at MegaCon, Paul Bettany did say he is returning as Vision soon. So
nice.
They're getting ready for Vision Quest.
Well, do they mean that he's coming to return in like Wanda movie or TV show, maybe in Agatha? Or did he specifically say Vision Quest?
He didn't say for what, but it's speculated that it's Vision Quest.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that he's in. So
Right. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, kind of just not sure where exactly that's going to come back.
But yeah, it's rumored we could see Vision's android family in this.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting time in the comics.
That would be super interesting to see. Dark, but
dark for sure.
Oh yeah.
But a bunch of rated R stuff coming out now in Disney stuff, so I would not put it past them to put the dark future of Vision and his robotic family.
Right. But with that, there has been some rumors. Disney Plus TV series, for a while it was rumored we could see a She-Hulk season 2, even though the actress Tatiana, I believe is her name.
Oh yeah, Titania.
That was the villain. Well, that super tall lady villain.
That's what I thought you were talking about. Who are you talking about?
I was talking about the actress who played She-Hulk.
Oh, okay.
Tatiana. Even though she said does seem unlikely because of the budget. But there's still so much they can do with She-Hulk. That was such a fun series. And after watching that, I would love to see her interact with Deadpool, breaking the fourth wall together.
Mm-hmm. That would be hilarious to see.
Right. And who knows when we could get another Hulk film. As there's been rumors of a Hulk film on and off for years now. But it does seem unlikely due to
Sony.
Universal.
Or Universal, sorry. Just have that stuck in the back of my head.
Right, so it's like, it'd be cool to see more She-Hulk, more Mark Ruffalo Hulk, and just that wackiness part of the Marvel Universe with what we saw with She-Hulk, because that was just so much fun.
I mean, if I'm not seeing She-Hulk shake her ass with Meg Thee Stallion, I'm going to be disappointed.
A lot of people are upset about that.
A lot of people are upset about that.
Like, who cares?
Who cares? That's so random. No, honestly, it made me laugh. Just like how out of pocket, how like way out there that was. Like it didn't make any sense for the storyline. It did not need to be in there, but it was there.
It was funny. It worked. I laughed.
Yeah, I laughed. Oh
we all know Marin loved it.
He probably watched that episode at least 10 times.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That day.
But another season 2 that is rumored that we will be getting is Miss Marvel season 2, which I hope we do.
I just want to see more of her powers.
Yeah, I would see more of her powers, see more of like the high school teen life, because that's what I liked about season 1, and that was really one thing I would have loved to see more within the Spider-Man films. Was more of that high school life.
I hope they stray away from it being too, I don't know what to call it. Not childish, not elementary.
Like high school cliche?
Yeah, like the first season, it made me think I was watching like something on Disney Channel. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I saw a lot of comparison about that.
I feel like I was just watching a Disney Channel show, like back when I was a kid. I want to see more like, I don't know, action, like more, like in-depth story of who Kamala is, not just this coming of age, new age sort of weird Disney Channel show.
Right, I get that.
Like I said, they're making rated R Disney movies now. I mean, come on.
What, it's just supposed to be like Euphia, whatever it's called?
Euphia? What?
That Zendaya TV show on Max.
I
that had Sydney Sweeney. Euphia or something like that.
You're saying the name completely wrong. I don't know what it's called, but you are saying it completely wrong. Euphoria. Euphoria.
Okay. I was close.
I was so off.
I was close.
What was it? How did you say it?
Euphia.
Euphia.
Close enough.
Got so confused. Oh, man. That's funny.
Yeah. And another season that is rumored to get a season 2 is Moon Knight. Which I loved season 1. Even though the finale was a bit rushed, but still, I loved.
Come on, man.
I just love the style of it.
Let the dark Moon Knight come out. What's his name?
Jake Lockley.
Yes, dude.
I want to see Jake Lockley with the mustache like how he has in the comics.
Uh-huh. It's going to be so cool. Just like see him sneak in a little bit more, or maybe even introduce him to the other personalities of Night.
Right. Like there's just so much they can do with Moon Knight.
Now, as far as like storyline to keep it in within like the journey of whatever MCU has got for him in the future, I don't know what the heck they could do for a series for him.
Honestly, with season 1 of Moon Knight, it felt more like a standalone, its own thing within the MCU.
I thought it was more like an introduction, like, hey, this is Moon Knight.
That too, but yeah, it was like, it didn't feel like it connected with all the other stuff.
I mean,
you don't see them talking about all the other stuff.
Nothing really connected with, well, that's true. I was going to say, nothing really connected with Miss Marvel to Captain Marvel besides the name and her obsession with her. I don't know.
Yeah,
I kind of agree with you now that I say it out loud. There's nothing. I had to rewatch the show. I legitimately cannot think of anything that could connect it to the main series MCU.
What's interesting is that for season 1, they actually had an idea for a scene that was going to be like a throwback, or like a flashback in Egypt with the Eternals fighting in like ancient Egypt.
Oh, right. They were
it got greenlit, but I think the director, like the guy in charge of the series, like, no, let's not do that. Let's just keep this its own thing.
Wasn't it like the attack of like Pompeii or something? Or not Pompeii.
There was something in
the Roman Empire. I don't remember.
I don't remember, but there was supposed to be a scene of that in Moon Knight season 1.
Gotcha. Also, I just want to backtrack for a second. I just thought about this. What about Tim Roth? His character,
Abomination.
Abomination. What about that in She-Hulk? Like, you think that they're done with him?
Do with him? No. He's hiding out with Wong. Remember?
Yeah, but I mean, like, could you see him being in Doctor Strange 3 or something like way out there?
I could see him being in the background.
I'm just trying to think of where they would like put him back into all this craziness with Marvel. There's a lot of characters. There's so much to keep up with and think about that you just like, oh yeah, I forgot about that guy. Oh, I forgot about that chick. Like just all over the place. It's not like crazy hard to understand, but like if you're like zero knowledge about anything that has happened in the past 27 whatever Marvel movies, you're not gonna be able to keep up very well.
Yeah, it's a lot to keep up with now. But
Anyways,
along with a Moon Knight season 2, it is rumored we could get a Hawkeye season 2, which I would love to see more Kate Bishop.
And Pizza. What's the dog's name?
And Lucky the Pizza Dog, see more Clint Barton.
Yes.
I do wonder how they could do this. Like, my idea for this, if it focuses on the comic where Kate Bishop moves to LA to become a private detective there. Like, private investigator there. Like, that would be my idea for a season 2, but who knows? Who knows when we could get it? Who knows when it will happen?
You think it would just be a standalone Kate Bishop series at that point? I mean, would they bring back Hawkeye into the series?
I feel like they would bring him back if like we're like, hey, I'm here to help, something like that.
I don't know, especially with his injuries recently. Jeremy Renner, well, not recently.
Yeah, but he did say he is getting ready to get strong again, so he could do more MCU projects.
That's good.
So he could come back to the MCU. So that's good, and I am glad to see he is doing so much better.
Me too, man. Like it was just out of the blue that I heard that he got hurt, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Especially for the fact we live in Florida. Like the thought of like getting run over by a snowplow is like so bizarre.
We'll get run over by a street cleaner.
Right. Anyways.
Along with that, though, there's rumor that Midnight Suns and the Young Avengers might be getting a series instead.
Instead of it being a movie?
Yeah, there has been rumors that it could be a movie, it could be a series, but yeah, it does seem to lean more towards a movie. But yet I heard rumors that there has been talks of maybe about it being a series, but it is unknown.
I feel like they could do more by making it into series. Like just extending 45 to 50 minutes episodes of just talking about, oh, let's introduce the characters of Midnight Suns and their backstories, what they are doing to show off their powers, XYZ. Same thing with Young Avengers.
But with it being a series, it could end up like how the Defenders was, how it was slow at first, setting everything up.
I mean, you kind of need that, especially if you're like this far into Avengers or with Marvel. You gotta understand some of the characters like in depth.
Yeah, I get that.
See how they fit into the lore of the MCU. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, it's not like Defender series where it just took forever to build up.
Yeah, that took like I think 4 episodes. Like it was 8 episodes or something like that, and then like half of it was building it up, and the other half was. It's still good, but yeah, it could have been better.
Is it even on Netflix anymore? I don't even think that's on Netflix anymore.
They're on Disney Plus. They're on Disney Plus now.
Oh, okay. Right. The whole deal with you're on Netflix first, then Disney. Gotcha.
Yeah.
They need to put the new Spider-Man on there. That's something else I remember hearing in your previous podcast. I was thinking like, yeah, you're right. I don't think I've ever seen the new Spider-Man movie on Disney.
I think it's on Netflix. I don't know.
I don't remember either.
But no, and this one has been rumored. It's been said that a script was written, but yet I heard a recent rumor that they're still unknown if it's to be a movie, a series, or a special, and that is Nova.
What is Nova?
Nova, do you remember the Nova Corps?
No.
There's this character that has like a helmet similar to the Nova Corps does in the Guardians films. He is a Guardian of the Galaxy, and there have been 2 Novas, Richard Rider, I believe. And
so it's going to take place in the Guardians area of the Marvel Universe.
Probably it is unknown which Nova this will be about. But
Okay.
Nova has been a character people have been wanting to see in the Guardians films, which unfortunately we never got to see. And this is I feel like this is one of the characters that people has been wanting to see in the MCU for quite a while now.
Oh, I want to see Big Tree Groot again. That was awesome. I forget what they call
That
him.
would be cool. Alpha Groot, I think.
Alpha or King Groot? I can't remember.
Yeah, one of the two.
That was cool to see. That'd be cool. Like a series just about like what other crazy missions they go on. Just the Guardians of the Galaxy, the series. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe include Nova that way.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
but definitely curious. Like I have literally no clue who Nova is or what Nova is. It'd be interesting to see who the character develops into.
Mm-hmm. And right after Shang-Chi was released, there has been rumors that a Ten Rings series was going to be made that is about Shang-Chi's sister.
Right, we started talking about that a little bit.
Right, but I remember after I believe it was Werewolf by Night was released, they had like rumors that it might become a special instead. That Marvel was debating on turning some of their series into specials instead.
Gotcha.
Which be interesting to see more of the Ten Rings because they've been in the MCU from the very beginning, and now we kind of see them. And with Shang-Chi, we see them in under new leadership. So makes one wonder what they can do. Now, speaking of, the special presentations,
Mm-hmm.
it does look like that, Ten Rings was rumored to be a special presentation. Nova is rumored to be a special presentation. Still both unknown at the moment. But this seemed to be confirmed to be in works, kind of. Was that Mephisto will be getting his own special presentation.
Now, by special presentation, you mean what?
Like how Werewolf by Night was. Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special was. Those two
Okay.
are special presentations where they're like mini movies in a way.
Gotcha.
It's like we only saw those two, and it would the success that those two had, it would make one think that okay, we will be getting more special presentations, which we haven't.
Right. Nothing's really been confirmed about any future projects like that.
Right. So,
But you think they would introduce a character or like a whole gang of people that way? You don't think
I think
they would?
it could work. I think
Yeah, that's kind of what they did with Werewolf by Night. I mean, nobody had any idea who that and Lake
and
Monster.
Yeah.
What's his name?
You had a Man Thing.
Man Thing, right?
Yeah, like there's this. I feel like there's a lot that can be done with the special presentations. A lot of fun stuff like they did with Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special, and like I guess introducing new parts of the MCU, like how they did with Werewolf by Night.
Maybe introduce other super famous people besides Kevin Bacon, like Adam Sandler. I don't know, like something just crazy random. Mephisto teaming up with Adam Sandler. I feel like that'd be
Very
actual
nice.
Comedy. Very nice.
Very nice. I shall see you in hell.
Just a little Nikki Mephisto team up would be so funny. Oh my gosh. I totally sign up to see that. Yeah. Sorry,
hopefully we get
talk about nothing at this point. That was just funny in my head.
But hopefully we get more special presentations soon, because I do feel like that is just a great way to expand the universe even more. But along with that, there's been several animated shows that are in works that will be pretty much in the multiverse of the MCU. We will see What If continues with season 3, as one of the episodes seems to be like Bucky and Red Guardian on the road, and another episode seems to be Sam Wilson, Captain America, Monica, and like these Gundam type robots.
Very cool.
Which looks super cool. And of course, we will most likely be getting more Captain Carter.
Oh, yes. I'm happy about that.
And there has been rumors that we could be getting an X-Men in What If Season 3.
You get who?
We could be getting someone from the X-Men.
Like, who do you think?
I heard it could be Storm, but I don't know.
Who would play Storm?
Just be some voice role.
Who played Storm in the past? Was it Halle Berry?
Halle Berry, and for the First Class films, it was Alexandra Sipp, I think is her name.
No idea who that is. But that'd be kind of cool. Just see What If episode Halle Berry. Storm. I would understand that.
If she even comes back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then this has been confirmed to be in works last year, I believe. Could have been sometime this year, earlier this year. It's Eyes of Wakanda, which takes place many years before T'Challa and all them. That'll be about, I guess, Wakanda, and it is said that an Iron Fist will be in the series. And it is rumored to be a female Iron Fist.
This is going to be an animated series, right?
This will be an animated series, and this takes place... I don't know if this is, like, canon to the main MCU, taking place in the past, or what.
It'd be interesting for them to try to work it into, like, canon. Or if it would just be its own standalone thing. It'd be cool either way.
Yeah, like, one thing with Marvel I would like to see them do is, like, similar to how Star Wars does it with the Clone Wars and Rebels, how that is canon to the main Star Wars stuff. I would love to see Marvel have some animated stuff that is canon to them.
Right.
To the main universe.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
And this next series was originally rumored to be main MCU canon.
I know you're excited about it.
Until they pretty much sold off stuff of the series, which kind of confirmed that it's not main MCU canon, and that is Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which was originally titled Spider-Man Freshman Year. We might be getting this sometime this year. We might be getting it sometime next year, but this is pretty much like a alternate version of the MCU that instead of Tony Stark going to get Peter Parker, Norman Osborn gets Peter Parker.
Gotcha.
Pretty much. And it is pretty interesting to see what they can do with this, as Daredevil is confirmed to be in it, Doctor Strange, I believe, and some other Marvel characters.
Now, Tom Holland's still going to be Spider-Man, right?
He will not be voicing Spider-Man in this because of the Sony Marvel deal. Which is why he didn't voice Spider-Man in What If. He didn't voice Spider-Man in What If because of that.
You're right. He didn't. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. So, who voiced him instead?
They got some guy I don't remember who. It was just some other guy.
You think they would take the same guy and do him for the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man or Spider-Man Freshman Year, whatever it's called?
I won't be surprised.
It's called Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless they decide to change the name again.
That's Marvel for you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep.
I would be interested to see like who they would pick for that, because isn't there like where did I see this? Is like kind of off topic, kind of on topic. There's like a small group of people that joke around and say we're the only people who's only ever been Superman and Spider-Man, right? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It was like in a I don't know if it was like an interview or like some sort of convention. There was like 2 or 3 people that get to say, "Oh, I've been Spider-Man and Superman at the same time."
Oh, yeah. Yuri Lorenzo.
Yep. Nicolas Cage.
Quaid and Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. I just think it's so weird. Just like that's the group of people that it's just really random
right.
Trio that have if you had like just out of nowhere, it's like, oh, that's a really random fact, but like just the fact that they like sat there, talked about it, it was just so funny. Just like, oh, that is kind of like a small group of people to be in. I just thought it was so hilarious.
That would be interesting. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be one of them. Like, I don't remember the name of the guy who played him in What If, but I'm pretty sure it will most likely be him, or they'll just find someone who sounds like Tom Holland.
Yeah, his brother. Imagine.
That could work. That's what Chris Evans does for toys of Captain America. I'm like, yeah, it's my brother would do it.
Really? It's
Same with
actually true?
yeah. Same with Tom Hanks
No.
for Woody, like for like merchandise and stuff like that. He was asked, "Hey, will you want?" He said like he was asked, "Hey, do you want to do like the voice for the toys?" He's like, "Nah, get my brother to do it."
Dude.
And they did.
Imagine being
Yeah.
related to some big famous actor and they ask you like, "Hey, just be the voice of this toy, would you?"
Oh, for Moon Knight, uh, they got Oscar Isaac's half brother to pretty much be the stand-in whenever it's like Mark and Steven are talking to one another.
Oh, you mean when they're in like a scene together?
Yeah, they had like
Nice.
they had his half brother to like just. I think he had to wear a fake nose to like be more to like kind of match Mark's.
Oh, so they actually included him in the filming?
Yes, just as a stand-in, pretty much from
I would think that they would like just show like behind the shoulder shot kind of
that
thing.
too, pretty much.
Okay, I got you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's
But
funny.
yeah, then this has been confirmed. It's been confirmed some of the zombies will be seen, the survivors we will be seeing, and that is Marvel Zombies.
Now, are they going to take whatever in What If and play off that, or are they just kind of just you think they're going to start over?
I don't know. I hope like I remember reading something that is going to be its own thing, but at the same time I remember reading that it's going to take place sometime after that, but I don't know. I hope that it continues off with what If left off with.
I would enjoy that very much. Scarlet Witch Zombie is by
Scary.
far spooky.
I don't know if I should be scared or aroused.
Right? It's so weird. Um, also, what was I gonna say? I'm confused about how they're gonna just, I guess, maintain. Like, are they gonna make it into like a Walking Dead like spinoff series? Like, not spinoff, but like a off-brand The Walking Dead series, where it's like, all right, we need to
I don't know.
figure out a cure. We gotta survive, Carl. You know what I mean? Like just something off-brand.
Probably. Like for the series, it's confirmed that it'll have Kamala, Kate, Yelena, Song-Si, I think Katie,
Who?
who was Song-Si's friend in the
Katie? Oh,
Aquafina.
Aquafina. Oh
Aquafina.
yeah.
There's been rumors lately that Blade will be appearing in this.
That makes sense.
That'd be super cool. With Mahershala Ali voicing him. And
Okoye
there
should
was a
totally be in this too. Just a nod towards Walking Dead would be hilarious.
that'd be hilarious. And also there was a rumor that a Moon Knight will be in it. It won't be Mark as Moon Knight. It will be a different Moon Knight.
Bring in Jack Lockley? Jake Lockley? Am I saying it right?
It's not going to be Steven. It's not going to be Mark or any of the personalities. It's going to be like a new character that it's Moon Knight.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm guessing that means Mark died and Moon
That
Knight found a
sucks.
new host. The Khonshu found a new host.
That sucks. Kind
That
of like
does.
Oscar Isaacs.
But
I don't know. That's kind of like spoils like what happens to him then.
this is a zombie stuff anyway, so this isn't main
True.
MCU.
True.
But yet, there's some of the zombies that are in it. Icarus is going to be a zombie. Captain Marvel is going to be a zombie.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
A lot of. It's going to be crazy.
It's gonna be weird. Superheroes with
I think.
zombies.
I think it's only 4 episodes, but yet they're going to be long episodes. I think
Meaning like 2 hours, hour and a half.
maybe like an hour. I don't know.
Okay.
I remember hearing that they're going to be 4 episodes.
I'm just thinking of whether or not I would want to binge it all in one sitting.
I just hope like they announce more stuff about it soon
Right.
But yeah, with animation, it does take a while to animate and all that, which is why with Rick and Morty, it takes a long time for the shows to come out.
Right, but this isn't Rick and Morty, so
yeah, this isn't Rick and Morty. Like,
this
still
is
animated,
way more specific, detailed,
and way more expensive.
Way more expensive. Like I'm just imagining in my head. Oh yeah, we're not seeing What If season 3 until 2026. Eyes of Wakanda maybe 2025. Like I don't see this happening within the next year.
What If season 3 should be coming out this year?
Really? Oh man, they're yes. rushing it then. There's no way.
They pretty much worked on it at the same time as season 2.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, I would love to see more Marvel animated stuff like this, and this doesn't count the X-Men '97, what's
that? It's where they're remaking the series,
continuing the original series.
Or continuing the original series. That was really cool to see. They kept the same '90s sort of animation, but kind of updated.
Yeah, it's like I saw someone say this. It's like a mixture of the original animation with the What If type of animation, and it looks
interesting,
amazing.
I was watching clips of it. I get clips of the newer TV shows on Instagram or whatever.
Right.
It looks cool.
Yeah, I've been rewatched. Go ahead.
If I was, how old are people now? Whenever they watch a TV show, 30s. If I saw that again, I would be like, oh my gosh, that's my childhood. I would just pick that up.
I used to watch that, the 90s Spider-Man series, the Iron Man 90s series, the Hulk one, the Fantastic Four one. They were all on Disney ZX as reruns. Do you remember Disney ZX?
No.
Okay, so back then, Disney XD used to kind of be split into 2 sections. In the mornings to the afternoons, it would be Toon Disney, just the typical Disney Toon stuff, and then after that, at night to the morning, it would be Disney ZX, which was so
interesting.
Just a lot of stuff like that, a lot of the old Marvel cartoons reruns.
Cool.
And I used to binge watch all of the Marvel stuff pretty much.
I was more of a Cartoon Network, Adult Swim kind of kid.
So it's I actually been recently rewatching some of the 90s original X-Men show.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on classic. That?
What's interesting about it is that it shows themes in that people complain, oh, it is woke, but yet that's what the X-Men is, because it's about race, it's about stuff like that.
Yeah, it's literally the whole
X-Men has always been woke.
Yeah, it's a whole issue between mutants and normal people.
Mutants and humans. But yet people now for some reason don't understand that X-Men has always been woke, even though literally the idea for mutants, the X-Men and all that was Charles Xavier, he was inspired by MLK.
Really?
Yep. And
I'm gonna have to fact check you on that one.
Magneto was inspired by Malcolm X.
I definitely gotta fact check you on that one. The first thing that pops up is Screen Rant. Their website. They're like, Professor X and Magneto were not based on Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X. Just pretty much the opposite of what you said.
Yeah.
No, but the article starts off by saying it's been rumored for a long time that it was that's who they represented. That's interesting.
Yeah. X-Men had.
Go ahead.
Since X-Men has always been woke. It's always been political, and I'm seeing that with the '90s series, just seeing how some of these people are just super against mutants. It's that was always there in the '90s series. So it's just, I don't know, it's kind of interesting to see how people like to complain about that, even though it's just always there.
Okay, so just to sum up the article on Screen Rant, long story short, they said that it's a disservice to Martin Luther King and Malcolm X by saying how passive Professor X is and how much of a crazy ass killer Magneto was compared to who they were based off of. That they weren't like that at all. I see that.
I get that.
That's just that's a really interesting rumor, though. I had never heard of that before. It's cool.
Yeah, that's just I guess that's just a rumor. But yeah, the X-Men has and always been pretty political.
Right. And that's
And
go ahead.
I'm sorry. And with like we seen the 90s X-Men series come back, I would love to see them bring back the 90s Spider-Man series.
The Amazing Spider-Man. Right?
It was just called the Spider-Man animated series at the time.
Right. Okay.
I want them to bring that back so bad.
I always thought it was so weird how blocky their heads were.
I know.
Like
the shape, their bodies were.
The shape of Spider-Man just on top of a building, just it looked like a gargoyle next to.
They're all the size of the Rock.
Just so weird looking.
Yeah,
but still a good series.
That's the thing with I guess the animated series and comics back then. Sometimes you just have the artists just making all of the male superheroes as big as the Rock.
Right.
But yeah, I would love for them to bring that back. But with all the upcoming Marvel projects from TV and movies, what is one that you are looking forward to the most from movie and TV?
Like one that we've talked about, or just anything?
I guess anything that is confirmed or rumored.
So definitely with Pedro Pascal and the Fantastic Four. Definitely that one. But if I had to pick something else with that, I kind of want to see where Miles Morales ends. Like the animated series or animated movies. That was so highly excitable just to watch the second movie in theaters. Right. Well, first on TikTok, then in the theaters. I still can't get over that. I'm sitting there the release day of what's it called?
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse. The day I go to the movie theaters, I'm scrolling through TikTok, right? Just an hour before I go to my time at the theater. And I'm seeing it in perfect HD condition on some random TikTok account while he's playing Fortnite or Minecraft or something in the background. It's just what? Why is that a thing?
You sent me the link and I remember looking. I just watched maybe a little bit of it. I'm like, holy crap, how is the quality so good?
I almost didn't believe it was the real thing. So I literally watched the whole thing and I was like, in the theater, I was like, it's the actual freaking movie. What?
I know, it's so weird.
Anyways, back on topic. Yes, I am so excited where they're gonna bring back previous Spider-Man in the first Miles movie. Hopefully Nick Cage up in there for what's his name? Spider Noir.
Yeah, Spider-Man Noir.
I would love to see him come back, and Ham and Spider Ham come back too.
John Mulaney.
I would love to see how it all wraps up with the Spot.
That would be cool. What is a TV series? One of the TV series that you're interested, that you're looking forward to?
Oh, TV series.
One of the Disney Plus shows that we talked about.
Yeah, it's definitely between Moon Knight and how the heck they bring back Scarlet Witch. But now I'm kind of leaning more towards, I want to see some Borat. So definitely the Agatha series. Definitely the other one I said. What was it?
Moon Knight?
Moon Knight, yeah, sorry. Because they definitely need to explain how in the heck they're going to bring him into the MCU. Into the main storyline.
With them introducing Mephisto, that means Ghost Rider, so I am that would be super cool.
Just a random scene in the TVA where Nick Cage is just up in there.
The movie I'm looking forward to, it's obviously Deadpool and Wolverine, but
100%.
But it's another film that isn't that has to be the Fantastic Four.
It's just so bizarre, so weird. Just the cast.
And this is interesting because it is rumored to take place in the 60s. So it's like, okay, how's this going to take place in the 60s and then all of a sudden be in modern times? Yes. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's so weird. The 60s.
Yeah, that's a rumor.
I don't know. That was a little too rumory to me.
But the TV series I'm looking forward to the most, it's obviously Daredevil Born Again.
Oh, I 100% thought you were going to say the Spider-Man one.
Nah.
Cool.
Daredevil Born Again. Oh, I met Charlie Cox. He is super nice. Super cool. His favorite junk food is burgers.
Yes, dude. I'm
it's
like
so funny.
Tell the story of us meeting him, bro.
Okay. So we waited a long ass time in line to meet
2.5 hours at least.
Yeah. Like when it got to us, we shook hands with him. I'm briefly talking to him, telling him that I can't wait for what's next, and that's because at this point we were kind of being rushed because of the line, and I think he was about to go on break or something.
Yeah.
And as we were about to walk away, Gus quickly goes,
What's your favorite
food? What's your favorite junk food? Quick! And like Charlie, he even though he had a mask on,
he just looked so surprised. You could see the look on his face.
He was smiling. You could tell he was smiling, and then after Gus said that, like his face was kind of like, I didn't know this was a test. He's like, burgers.
I feel like that was such a bullshit answer, but it's just so funny. Like I was like just starstruck, and I was like, why the fuck did I just ask that?
I don't know, but he was like, burgers. Yeah, I could go for. I like eating burgers a lot, whenever I can. And Gus is like, haha, nice. And then like the lady at his booth, like, all right, get out of here.
Yeah, seriously.
Keep it moving.
I was like, how rude was she? And Brandon was like, you're the one that's being weird. I still look back on that. I'm like, yo, I totally not like. I wouldn't do it any other way again if I had the chance to again. Like that moment was just too funny.
When we meet Kingpin, you gotta ask the same thing now.
Yeah, imagine they're in the same area again, and he like looks over, he's like, "Oh, I remember you. You're the weirdo."
Security, get him!
Right. Oh my gosh! All right,
bud. All right, now the final question. What is an MCU project that you would like to see? Like, what character would you like to see in their own MCU project, pretty much? Whether it's a movie, a film, a special presentation.
Ooh. You know me, I have very extensive knowledge in MCU. I wouldn't say limited. I have lot less knowledge in just Marvel in general. But if I had to pick a not so common superhero, it would definitely have to be from like the X-Men universe, kind of like exploring several other of the mutants from that universe, like not just Dark Phoenix, or I'm sorry, did I say right?
Or
yeah, like
Phoenix, Dark Phoenix.
Like I want to see bring me something about like the start of the Juggernaut. You know what I mean? Like just something like crazy, random.
That would be. He is Professor X's half brother.
Exactly. So I would love to see something with that.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be super cool. Like I think there's a lot they can do with the X-Men stuff. Maybe not their own films like how Fox was wanting to do, but I feel like maybe some of them having like their own series or their own special presentations could be great. Like I would love to see a Rogue and Gambit series. Ooh. Maybe Nightcrawler gets its own special presentation.
Who's Gambit in the original movies? Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name.
He was in X-Men Origins.
Right. Oh, that was such a good movie.
Taylor Kitsch, something like that. Right. And Channing Tatum was supposed to play him.
I would have loved to see Channing Tatum,
but play that Gambit. Never happened.
Yeah, that's when he stopped acting, right? Like he was like, "All right, I'm done with acting."
Nah, they're still trying to figure out what to do with the film at the time.
Oh, okay.
Which is why it took so long. They will have a director, and the director would leave, and then like they halt all the Marvel movies they were working on because of when Disney bought Fox.
Right. Also, just another side thing with Channing Tatum. Did you see the photo of him and his daughter when they went to go see the new Demon Slayer
Yes,
movie? Oh my gosh. How
that is so.
adorable. How adorable was that?
He is rumored to be in Deadpool 3 as Gambit.
Oh, dude, if they keep with that, he's definitely set to play Gambit in like his own standalone thing.
I hope. But like the main series, like the main project I would love to see in the MCU, I want a Howard the Duck reboot.
Howard the Duck.
Whether it's a special presentation or a series,
It would have to be a special presentation. There's no way they make a whole series out of Howard the Duck.
I think it would just be hilarious. Like Seth Green coming back to voice Howard the Duck, and like there is this comic that is of Howard the Duck, and it's kind of bonkers of him in the MCU, always like of him in the Marvel Comics universe, like interacting with a lot of the heroes. I think for some reason She-Hulk is like his secretary in the comic, and it's just a lot of bonkerness, which I think would just be hilarious to see something like a Howard the Duck project based off that.
Now Seth Green is I'm trying to remember who Seth Green is. He's
Chris in Family Guy.
Right. Okay, I just have to think of it in my head.
Dr. Evil's son and
oh my gosh, in Awesome Powers. Okay, I know who it is now.
Yeah. But yeah, that is what I would love to see with that. But yeah, like I mentioned, there's just so much they can do with characters and all that.
In the ever expanding Marvel universe.
Pretty much.
What a bizarre. Like, do you think that whenever, oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank. I feel like such a dumbass. What's the original creator's name?
Stan Lee.
Do you think Stan Lee was like just doodling Spider-Man?
He wrote Spider-Man. He didn't doodle Spider-Man.
You know what I mean? Like whenever he was just starting out, it would just be this. Like, you think he ever thought it would just come ever expanding?
No.
Gosh, that's gotta be such a good feeling.
Yeah, like I don't know, because I remember he talked about how like, watching the first Spider-Man film, how just amazed he was by it, and yeah, it's like, it's like there were some live action campy stuff at the time that wasn't as good, but yet, with the Spider-Man film, with X-Men and all that, was what, Blade was what kind of kicked off a lot of these films, which eventually led to the MCU being born and
the Hulk
created.
Yeah, that's what they started with, the Hulk. Which technically it really wasn't MCU, was it? Was it Universal?
Eric Bana or
was
Hulk?
The original Hulk movie.
The original Hulk movie. No, that's his own thing.
Oh, so then just Iron Man? Is that what started the whole MCU? I always thought it was the Hulk.
Iron Man, and then was the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton.
Oh, I got confused.
Yeah.
They released like really close to each other though.
Yeah, they were released the same year, which not many people knew they were connected until Iron Man appeared in the mid-credit scene talking to General Ross.
Right.
So it was like, what?
R.I.P. General Ross, by the way.
Yeah. Now being played by Harrison Ford.
That's gonna be fun.
Perfect. It's a perfect role for Harrison Ford.
It's such a perfect role just to see him. You don't want to see it when I'm angry. Get off my plane.
I do wonder if Harrison Ford is even doing the motion capture for it, for Red Hulk.
I mean, you think he'd have to.
He don't have to but I doubt it. But it would be hilarious just to see him in just that motion capture suit,
right?
Pretending to like smash things.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I see what you mean. I thought you meant like just the facial structure of him. No, you mean like the whole body thing that Mark Ruffalo has to wear.
Yeah, the whole body thing. That would be just. I don't know. That would just be.
I'm looking at a picture of it right now. It just looks so ridiculous. Just Mark Ruffalo being like, how tall is Mark Ruffalo? He's like 5'8" or 5'10", something like that. He's just like in a suit that's like almost 7 feet tall.
He calls it the man canceling suit because it will make places that you want
suit.
big, not big, and it will make places that you don't want big, be big. That is pretty much it for this podcast where we talked about the future of the MCU with a lot of the upcoming projects from rumor to confirmed movies, TVs, and like what the heck is even going on with the special presentations, as well as the animated stuff.
And just with a little twinkle of nostalgia in there.
Yeah. But Gus, anything you would like to say before we end it?
Thanks for coming on here. Been interested in trying to come back again ever since the Call of Duty.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do a lot more podcasts, and hopefully we will do a lot more together. Maybe one talking about video game movies in the future.
Oh, dude. All right, I won't go into it now, but oh, dude. Borderlands. Okay, that's all I'll say. All right. I'm so excited for just to get to work and just listen to this over.
Everyone, thank you for watching. If you listen to us on Spotify, thank you. If you're listening to us on YouTube, comment what is your upcoming Marvel film that you are looking forward to the most.
And thank you for joining us into this journey into fantasy.